So hi everyone, I've no idea if the phone is up the right way or whatever, but I think when you upload it to YouTube it sorts itself out. But anyway, we'll just deal with it if it's not. So I wasn't even sure if I was going to be well enough to do this, and I still might not be, but I'm going to attempt it. So my energy is very low today because I think this is one of the cards we need. Acceptance, yep. Can you see that in the shot? Yeah. Yeah, my energy is very low today because yesterday, well, wait a minute, to take it back to the start, so Sunday night I felt extremely bloated and it was uncomfortable, but you know, I was just like, oh, I think I must have done an allergic reaction. I thought I'd had an allergic reaction to a cake and I thought, what the hell? And then, yeah, just yesterday it got worse and worse and worse and worse, and I was actually having a walk with my friend, and I was like, right, I need to go home, like this is getting unbearable. And yeah, and it just proceeded to get so, I can't even put into words how painful it was. I've never been in labour, but yeah, it was horrible. I was like sweating it out all night, just had to get up and make hot water bottles. I was slipping in and out of consciousness with the pain and the tiredness and not being able to sleep from the pain. It was, you know, the last time I've had pain like that, probably when I've had the flu, I felt pretty bad too, but I mean, you don't tend to have the physical pain with the flu, or I don't anyway. It's more just, you know, all the things you get with the flu. But this was, yeah, the physical pain, it felt like, well, I keep saying it feels like I've been kicked in the ovaries today. So the pain isn't as bad, but it feels like I've been kicked in the ovaries. And it feels like water balloons are weighing down, or it's like somebody's pulling water balloons out of it. That's the only way I can describe it. But last night it was, yeah, I certainly wasn't laughing. It was really, really painful. But again, it's like I've said to people, there's absolutely no point in me going to hospital about that, because I know that it's energy. Because this weekend, and this is the funny thing, so I think people need to hear how weird, you know, the life of a shaman actually is. If you do work like this, you'll know. But in case you don't and you're interested, so I didn't even know what we would be doing on my shamanic weekend, because I've already went through my shamanic practitioner training and that quite a while ago, and this is like the advanced sort of training, you know what I mean? Just 'cause I'm a bit of a geek and I just think, you know, go as far as you can go. So, you know, it's going into stuff deeper. And and of course, what we've got coming up this weekend when my shamanic teacher messages me is ancestral healing. I mean, you couldn't make this shit up. I'd already said to clients, like, I feel this is because I've been helping people with like womb related stuff or sacral chakra or, you know, trauma in that area. But again, I really believe when I'm helping anyone, especially any woman, it's always mostly sacral chakra. Like, that can be self-worth, that can be inner child healing, that can be bringing out creativity, it can be deeper, darker stuff too. But I mean, it's what I'm helping people with most of the time, but it's just, there's a huge clearing going on. And, you know, I've spoke to a couple of clients that have been having the feelings related to this, or maybe pain, but, you know, maybe not as bad as what I've got. But again, it's because I've got all of my client stuff and clearing my own ancestral pain. You know, and that's basically, it's like your mums, your grandmothers that came before you. It's like you're clearing the energy so that your children don't have to go through the same. So it's worth it. And on top of that, you know, myself, my clients, I clear collective energy. So, you know, it's yeah, it's pretty rough, but it's all part of the job. And so I've went into detail sharing this. I feel like Spirit have, you know, got me to do this video because it's just kind of, you know, sharing it in case anybody else is going through this, because it is really weird. Again, like everything, the way that I heal with Spirit, it's really weird. And I'm mostly used to it, but sometimes it's so weird, it's like, what the hell is it? Like, say I thought it was an allergic reaction at first, and then I realised, and then as soon as my shamanic teacher said, oh, it sounds like your guides have got to work sooner, and they do seem to do that. Like, it's like, you know, I've not got that till the weekend, and then it had already started on, you know, a week prior to meeting. But again, it's a bit annoying because it means I've had to reschedule everything. But again, that's Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde and Aquarius in particular expect unexpected. So that's what I've been saying, and thank God I've got the most amazing clients that are pretty much all my friends. Well, they are all my friends, and it's and it's we've become friends if we weren't before. And it's that kind of, you know, it is what it is, and that's probably why I've pulled acceptance. You cannot help if you're ill, but especially not when you're in pain. But again, you know, I'm going to push through and do some of my group work, because that's not for a couple of days there. But as far as one-to-one clients, like, you know, it wouldn't make sense to take on any more stuff to purge and to release for people until I've cleared this. So anyway, that's my big rambling. So hopefully something that I said resonated with somebody, and it can help you just to know that you're not going crazy. There's a lot of, you know, ancestral clearing going on right now. So accept it, accept where you are. The two hands here as well, I feel that's about reaching out for help where you need it as well, communicating what's going on with you. I've got a few decks here. So today is the start of a new adventure, and I embark upon it with eager anticipation. And it's the 9th today as I'm recording this. So 9 are about endings and releasing. And so think about everything I've spoke about. It's, you know, it's ending painful cycles. That is what this clearing is all about. And there's a lot of that going on in the world. What else do we need to know? And it's also Capricorn moon right now, Aquarius season. We're leading up to that Aquarius new moon on Thursday. So it's balance. It's all about balance. How are you looking after yourself? You know, have you got a good work-life balance? Again, it's like, you know, I was a bit gutted because that's been a big focus of what I'm doing, is I'm trying to get that work-life balance. And I was trying a different working schedule, and it was just getting to the 4-week mark this week, and then I've had to basically shift things about. So it was a bit annoying, and it definitely wasn't part of my plan. But again, you know, it's balance. Your health comes first, and it's like, you know, I wouldn't be able to help anyone if I wasn't here. So it's kind of like, I'm not saying it was that bad, and obviously, you know, common sense, if it got that bad, I would go to the hospital. But again, I know that this is energy. But sometimes you just got to accept where the imbalances are and surrender. In my case, surrender to the pain, take care of me. Oh my god, you can't make this shut up, so I'm definitely going to have to put this up. Ask for help. That's literally what I just said. And what I'm being drawn to here as well is it's quite interesting that it's like a man angel and a woman. So it could be, again, like look at that. That's actually fascinating. So there's two hands. Oh, wait a minute. There's two hands like that reaching out to one another in that card. And then this one, there's two people reaching out to hands. So again, this could be about reaching out to somebody, you know, that you might feel needs your help, or, you know, something like that. It doesn't need to be a man and a woman. It can be two women. It can be two men. It doesn't even need to be romantic, but I'm just sort of pointing that out, that there's something going on there. Maybe somebody needs your help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Yeah, and I mean, it's like this morning, as I couldn't sleep, I was like, please God, you know what I mean, whatever powerful healing you use to help other people through me, can you give me some of it? Like, literally, that's the kind of shit I was saying to my guys. I was like, fucking help me. And it wasn't funny. And we've got one more card. What else have we got for today? And I know that with me sharing this about me, there will definitely be other people that find this, that are going through, hopefully you're not going through it as bad as me, but you'll be going through similar emotions, or unfortunately physical pain, something like that. But it's always the way it goes. Buffalo spirit, and that reminds me of that shamanic story about what is it, buffalo calf women? I wouldn't be able to do the story justice, but it's a beautiful story. So the abundant universe will provide. So what I'm feeling is this is about when you accept where you're at, reassess where your life needs balance. And again, I'm using this example of right now, I'm not as in much pain as I was last night, but I'm still feeling very tender and in pain, and there's absolutely no way I could have done any kind of client session yesterday or today. But I'm going to attempt to do a Zoom stuff tomorrow. But again, it's like kind of like, well, actually Thursday, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's even that is tentative. But again, right now, you know, I feel that will be the case. But you know, it's always just, you know, letting people know where you're at, and that's what I've done with all my clients too. But so again, that's part of asking for help, rather than like battling on. and not actually, like, I could bat alone and not say to the people I'm working with, I'm in fucking agony right now. Some people would do that. I don't agree with that, especially not when you're an energy worker. People can tell when you're not yourself. So it's better to just be like, look, you know, could we reschedule it next week, which is what I've done with everyone. And then I've assessed what I can handle, you know, and because it's the new moon on Thursday, I would like to do our new moon session. But again, I know that if it gets round to the new moon and I'm in agony again, my girls are going to understand because I always do something else in place. So again, it's like, you know, listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to your soul. Ask for help because the abundant universe will provide, but you've got to ask for help. So I hope you got something from this and I hope you have a lovely day.